America will be permitted to ban gas-powered cars or trucks, and I guarantee it. No way. You're going to make them right here. You're going to make them here. Over the past 4 years, Kamala Harris has unleashed nothing but chaos and suffering for American labor. With historic inflation, she's made life excruciating for the blue-collar workers who make this country run, and now our entire nation is paying the price. You see what's going on, right? If I was president, the Longshoreman strike affecting the entire East Coast and indeed the entire nation would never have happened in the first place. And just so you understand, they were hurt very badly by inflation. They were hurt very, there's two sides to every story. The issue should have been settled by Harris and Biden. They don't even know what's happening. I don't even think they know what's happening. I doubt, Joe, what do you think of the Longshoreman strike? What? It's affecting trade. It's affecting half of the country, Joe. Maybe all of the country. I don't know about it. And she won't ask about it. That's why she won't have a news conference. I did one the other day in Wisconsin. It lasted like for 2 hours. They asked me so many questions, the press was exhausted by the time. They were exhausted. I love seeing that. They're just exhausted. They're looking, gotcha. I got you. If you don't read a big story, that means they didn't get you. They want to get you so badly. They're sick. Look at all of them back there. But the fact is, we don't have the kind of president that we need. We don't have a real president. We have the most incompetent vice president in the history of our country, and by far the worst president in the history of our country. Jimmy Carter, a very nice man. Jimmy Carter is the happiest man. He just celebrated his 100th birthday. He's the happiest man in the history. I just celebrated 100 years. Just celebrated. His wife passed away, Rosalind, not too long ago. My wife, the great First Lady, went. And Jimmy was pretty old then. He's a little older now. I tell you, he's so happy because his administration was considered brilliant compared to what we have now. Jimmy Carter was a brilliant president compared to Joe Biden and Kamala. Under my leadership, America's workers won't have to go on strike for better wages or a better life because they will once again have a champion for them in the Oval Office. I'll be their champion. Believe me, I will be their champion. And I'll bring back the American dream. I don't know how long this strike is going to go on, but if it's on with me, I'll get it back pretty quickly, I think. For the longshoremen and all of the other people that have been hurt so badly by inflation. They've been really hurt badly by inflation. No matter what they make. You probably have inflation, real numbers, 50, 60, 70%. Some things went up 100%, 125%. Look at interest rates, though. Seriously. Take a look at interest rates. You want to buy a home. I had 2%. Now it's much more than 10%. Somebody said it's 10%, but you can't get the money. I said, that means it's higher than 10%. That's what that means. The Trump Republican Party is the party of the American worker, and it's also the party of common sense. And it always will be. My pro-worker policies are one of the major reasons why I've been overwhelmingly endorsed by the rank-and-file membership, first time it's ever happened, of the Teamsters, including 62% of the Teamster members in Michigan. Are any of them in this room? Ooh. No, I think it's great. I think it's great. Well, thank you very much. First time it's ever happened. It's great. Now, the leaders aren't going to endorse us. Actually, the 62% are not exactly thrilled because, they say why, but I fully understand. And if you look at the leader of the Teamsters, his name is Sean O'Brien, right? He happens to be a very good man. But Sean Fain, the United Auto Workers, he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He sold out the auto workers like nobody's ever sold. Within a short period of time, they got a little gain up front, but in 2 years, you won't be making any cars. If I'm not elected, you will not be making any more cars in Michigan. It's all going to be moved over to China and different places, all electric. As we bring back our jobs, we will also restore America's borders with 4 more years for Kamala. She will flood every Michigan small town and Midwestern city with illegal migrants from the most dangerous places on earth. And Michigan will not be Michigan any longer. Would you like to have a couple of million migrants living in your wonderful state? Migrants. She has let in 21 million people during her 3.5 years, from prisons and jails, from mental institutions and insane asylums, terrorists at record levels, terrorists. I used to have a very strong watch with Terror Watch. People said, that's not nice. I said, it's very nice. It's called intelligent. We had a terror watch. In 2019, Border Patrol said we had none. I don't believe that. I think it has to have some. But they actually have us down for 0. The following year, they had us down for 11. We have thousands of terrorists now coming in from Yemen, from all over the world. They're coming in. Not just South America. They're coming in from all over the world. If they wanted to close the border, all the president has to do is say, close the border. I'm the president. Close that border. That's what I did. And the border was closed. She keeps talking about, we want him to sign a bill. The bill they wanted me to sign was the worst bill you ever saw. 2 million people in. Everybody gets you're automatically a citizen of our country. The worst bill you've ever seen. And it would have done nothing. It would have hurt. But they use that as a ruse. No, they don't have to use that. All they have to do is say, close the border. They don't need a bill. I didn't have a bill. I closed the border. I said, close the border. Border Patrol, by the way, is fantastic. You know, they want to do their job. ICE wants to do their fantastic. She wants to get rid of ICE. She wants to get rid of ICE. Who's going to go into a nest of MS-13 killers? These ICE guys, they're tough as hell. I've seen it. They're tough, and they love our country, too. The corrupt media is outraged that I keep talking about the migrant crime epidemic. Well, I'm outraged that Kamala Harris keeps importing migrant criminals. These are among the worst criminals in the world. Remember when she said, no, migrants don't cause any crime. And I said, wow, they're pretty rough-looking people to me. They're pretty rough-looking people to me, and